What is
Hello.
going on, everybody? Happy Victory Monday. It's
Yes, sir.
it's your boy on
Right.
location, Jason, coming to you live from a parking lot somewhere. DJ, go ahead.
DJ on time, coming from practice. You know, y'all saw us
Nice.
at the halftime show at the game. So that's the little organization we got, head coach for the flag football team. So yep.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, everybody. I'm
Thank you,
BD.
sir. 2-0, Mamacita. I'm gonna look down for a little bit while y'all go ahead.
Let's go. So
Go
we have
ahead.
got a lot to talk about tonight. First and foremost, we definitely want to talk about the game and just how much fun it was to make some new friends in Michigan and just see an incredible performance by Normandy and just our whole entire team, right? But we also want to talk about the incredible tailgate that our very own Warren was able to put together, and got to give a shout out to Jorge as well for providing the porta potties for that event. And I got to say, I was really surprised by the amount of people that actually showed up. Like that parking lot.
I know.
No, it
Yes.
was cool. Like,
I was
not
really
everybody
impressed.
got there at noon like we did, but I mean, come 3 o'clock, that sucker started to fill up
Yes.
quick. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
looked
it was
pretty
It was very
bumping.
different from last season
very.
when we were
Mhm.
there.
yeah,
Because I think we only
Yes.
filled that one little corner and the rest were like actual parking. And this time,
Yep.
like we almost filled the whole ring around.
yeah, like the
Well, heck,
actual
we even-
tailgaters with the tents popped. It was all the way around, and people started
Yeah.
piling into the center.
Mm.
So
We had that RV show up from our friends at which sports bar was that?
Oh,
Fiascos.
hold on, I got them right here. Fiascos, yeah.
Fiascos on Nacogdoches.
Thousand
I
Oh,
took
no.
a picture of them.
Thousand Oaks. My bad. My
Yeah,
apologies.
you're giving out
Fiascos.
Fiasco Sports Bar, 2250 Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, what the
Proud
smart lady
sponsors
said.
proud sponsors of the San Antonio Brahmas.
Okay.
Exactly. And then we
That's
even
what their
had the
sign said,
international
so.
Is that
tailgate.
official?
Yeah, that was what their sign said. Mm-hmm.
So
They are.
for your home game, or I'm sorry, for your away games, don't do it for the home games. You got to be at the home games. But for the away
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
you can go check out Fiascos again, official partner of the San Antonio Brahmas, and just a wonderful place to be. Even though I've never actually been there before, but it sounds like it's a nice place.
Well, we
I
got to
do
meet
know
all
that-
the owners, so they were real
Yeah.
welcoming. They were really, really nice, and talked about their spot and how they would love, to be the new home of where you go and watch the away games at.
Yep. And this is a family-owned establishment that's been around for
Mhm.
40 years, so they know how to treat clients well. So make sure you go and check them out.
Post Chris comment. That's something we got to look into. Oh, we was actually talking about that.
Don't
Oh,
post
no, that's a
Chris's
no?
comment.
Oh, we were
Yes.
talking about that not too long ago, actually.
Yeah, we did talk about that. I don't think it would be. This is just in our, I guess, opinion. I don't think it would be smart to move mid-season, but it's definitely a good option maybe for next season if they don't change the tailgating rules for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Warren
Go
has
ahead,
talked
Jackie.
about it. We got to meet the actual owner of the property. We got to meet him all at the tailgate. Really, really nice guy, and he just told us about like what the potential could be for future tailgating spots there. So,
Yep,
it's in the works, guys. I mean, you saw how it was. Now, if we could you imagine just that little spot there where we could tailgate longer? I mean, because it was so much fun. I mean, we were there at like 11. Like I think they let people. They were in before 12 o'clock because we rolled up like at 11.
Yeah, because I think we rolled up 50. 11:40, 11:45, and we were not the first ones there setting up. So
yeah, there was already people ready. They already had all their stuff up. I'm like, man, they beat us here.
It's so insane how y'all do it, bro. Like you talking about the game started at 6 o'clock. Y'all there at 11:45.
Yep.
I was trying. My wife was like, "Why they there so early?" I'm like, "Bro, tailgating is a culture
it's
here.
tailgating.
It's a culture."
Yeah.
But I do have to say that this is where we're going to have to rely on you guys, the fans, to make sure that you're letting us know that you're going to be there, right? We will bust our tails. Warren definitely will bust his tail to make sure that this is a facility that we can use, but we got to know that you're behind it. Okay. This is a lot that's owned by a business owner, and he's being very gracious to let us use it, but he could be using it, especially for Fiesta. He could have been using it for other things. And instead he wanted to give back to us, because we've, built a really solid relationship with him. So let's make sure if we're going to do this, that you guys are going to be there, ball out with us, 6-7 hours of tailgating. Like, let's just go and let's have some fun, right? Let's make some good memories. Let's make this our new home.
Can we talk about who showed up? I mean, I'm really sad that Jorge's not here because I had so much stuff to talk about this. But we did have a special appearance. Oh yeah, I got evidence of.
I'm surprised that they didn't do something like put the camera on him inside the dome or something. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
Look at that! Look what he's wearing, y'all. Y'all can't see me because I'm like AFN's right in my face. But
yep,
Romo did come and hang out with us, and it was just. He was just like, were you there, BD? I don't remember who I was saying. I was like, he's just a regular guy like us. Like, he literally was just chilling. Having some beers, chilling. Yep. Yeah. There was a point where he came rolling around, like, because he had so much food in his hand.
Wait, you got to say who he is, though.
Romo was our kicker last year, our wonderful kicker who is now the kicker for the Vikings, which is Jay, and supposedly Jorge's enemy team.
Fanboy. That's
bitter.
Oh man,
bitter.
What were we doing, BD? You're all like, because he was definitely making hot dogs, and we were poking fun at him the whole time.
We could talk all out junk right now because he's not. He can't defend himself.
He can't defend himself.
He was feeding it to him.
He was feeding him hot dogs.
He started making hot dogs.
On his face. He's licking the napkin, wiping it off, taking care of him the whole time.
Hey, who are you making them hot dogs for? Hey. And he was ignoring us the whole time. He's like, you know what I'm doing.
Bro,
and then
it's crazy because I didn't even know he was there until Jorge told me. That's the crazy part. I was like,
well, see, here's the funny thing is like he kept saying, oh, he's gonna be here by 2:30 if it doesn't rain. And I'm like, hey man, I believe it when I see it. It was already 2:30. And so when he got there, he was like all walking around. I'm like, okay, you're right. Yep. He's here. You got his number. You're really talking to him.
He was happy.
Oh man,
he was
more.
He was on cloud 10. He was so happy.
Yeah, and don't believe his post about how hard it was to put that hat on because I watched him willingly and excitedly accept that hat on his head.
That was a long pause, but go ahead.
A long pause. To what? Put the hat on?
The way she said it, but go ahead.
Oh.
I already finished.
No Diddy.
But no, like
Jay lost though. He looked lost. Look, he just looked lost. He don't know what's going on. But go ahead,
Jay knows what's going on.
Oh, okay,
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how he can be a shareholder. Man, shut up. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how a Green Bay Packers shareholder would so willingly put a Vikings cap on his head that quickly, without any question as to where it's been, what it's going to do to his soul or his share value, any of that other stuff, just to throw it right on.
He knew where it had been. That's exactly why he put it on. He knew where it was.
That's true too. That's true.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The way that Jorge just keep team hopping around the division, bro. Like, y'all see that? Are we looking at this live? Like, he's team hopping between teams. What's next? He gonna wear a Bears something? Somebody gonna go to the Bears?
He's gonna wear a Bears onesie if Romo goes to the Bears. Jorge be wearing a Bears onesie, guaranteed.
Not the sleeping onesie, the actual baby onesie.
100%.
And I even was like I was like, maybe I should ask Carlo if he needs to go change his diaper because he was so happy. Like he was happy.
Hey, we could talk all out junk because he's not on here. He's not on here.
Yep. Hey, but you know what? I mean, it was awesome that Romo actually showed up to it.
It was.
And I mean, he was so nice and humble, talking to everybody, signing stuff. getting pictures with kids, with everybody there. And it was just really cool of him to actually show up there.
He even volunteered to take a picture with Dirty Toro, and that's creepy. So,
well, look, y'all don't know, but he did touchdown Jesus for us.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
he
did. No.
He did.
Now he's gonna have to touchdown Jesus this next week.
Oh no. He's just he's got his whole grace on it. It's okay.
Oh, okay. So,
but you got to feel covers all, huh? You gotta fill people in who touchdown Jesus is. I don't think they was for the people who don't know.
No, we talked about it.
We did talk about it, but touchdown Jesus was found in Memphis right before we were all loading up to go to the game, and we all touched touchdown Jesus, and I brought him into the game, and the Holy Spirit came through in the fourth quarter.
There you go. Amen.
And bless the team.
Could you say it was a miraculous resurrection? He came from the ground and proved to us that
he sure did.
That indominating spirit can never be defeated, just like the Brahmas.
Period.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Oh, shout out to Rig Rocker too, man. They was out there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Houston fan.
It's because you came and you got around touchdown Jesus. And you took that essence back with you.
She said, "Won't he do it?" Oh my goodness!
6 pound 5 ounce sweet baby Jesus.
Yep. Sweet baby
100%,
touchdown Jesus.
baby.
My favorite Jesus out of them all. Touchdown Jesus.
Here we go.
Oh God, y'all.
Hey, I'm glad we got all our junk in. So he gotta go.
We're already past that subject.
There you go. Look. He can't say nothing. He knows.
We already finished talking about Romo. I'm sorry.
Jorge, they said that you catch up off his mouth with a napkin.
That's fine. Hey, no.
He said that's fine.
That's fine.
Y'all can talk whatever you want about Romo. I thought you all were talking about Arlington. I was like, why are y'all gonna do that?
We ain't get to that yet.
Then I'm okay. Then I'm okay. Then we're good.
So it's okay. Let's talk about Romo.
Go ahead. That's my boy.
We know.
Everybody knows he's your boy. We just spent 15 minutes talking about it, how he's your boy. So.
Y'all welcome, by the way. Y'all welcome. I'm just saying.
Here he go. Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you, precious Jorge.
He said,
"Precious Jorge." Bow to the UFL, and all that.
No,
bow to the Minnesota Viking in disguise. Nah.
No. Ow.
Side note: this is an Under Armour shirt.
Who put the hat on? Who put the hat on? Bro. I'm just saying.
Romo did because he wore the sombrero.
That doesn't mean you got to put it on your hair. That was a choice.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear what I said?
The Under Armour shirt.
Yes. Do y'all have this?
I have that one. Yeah.
I love it, man. I wore it today.
It's a great shirt.
I wish it wasn't in white.
You know what? I gotta agree with you. I do wish there was more yellow on the Under Armour offerings.
I mean, I would love to do like a yellow out in the dome. But
they don't sell
do
nothing
that
anymore.
I would not. I would not.
They don't give us any yellow shirts.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. I like the gunmetal gray look more myself.
I mean, just take your shirt off. And
I think it's a lot more ominous.
We just said like
your
one
bare
game
chest will already.
I know,
like that bright, bro.
That's Dude, no, I told you. That would be like my shirt off.
That would be a beacon that would blind everybody.
Right?
Well, okay. We talked about tailgate. Yep. Let's get to the actual game.
Not all of us are blessed with pepperoni. That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? And not everyone's blessed with the win like Arlington. Sorry. Thank you, Rig Rockers.
Bro, we didn't get to that yet, bro.
Hey, Rig over
yeah, we'll get to that in a bit.
We're getting to that.
You know, we should talk about that incredible performance by the Brahmas on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was wonderful. Hey, you know what?
So everybody, go ahead. And I'll say what I was saying.
That defensive line this week, they were a bunch of dogs, man. Yeah. They were hungry. Yep.
So everybody,
and they were getting held every damn play.
Man, I'm about to say everybody give their biggest takeaway from the game. Go ahead.
Okay.
Holding penalties not being called.
Look, there was the
but it was both sides.
Finally, was not a bend but don't break defense this week. I mean, they embarrassed the Michigan offensive line it was not even not even a contest. It wasn't fair.
Okay, I got two.
Yeah.
One, I'm blown because John Trey Kirkland catch didn't make the UFL top 10. I was so mad at that.
Yeah.
I
I
watched the whole
know.
thing all the way through. I'm like, oh, I know one is gonna be John Trey. They put the interception up there. I'm like, how y'all put the interception up there? Then you put the I think it was an Arlington fumble. I'm like, all these things, they not better than that's not better than the catch, man. Come on. It didn't even make the list at all. I was like, okay,
No.
something's going on. And then my second takeaway is I said it at the beginning of the season, and I'm saying it now. You got the best receiving core in the league, dog.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Hands
100%.
down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
100%.
Hands down,
Absolutely.
man. And I think we got. I mean, everybody was saying how he supposed to be QB1. I think we were saying like we projected him to be QB1. We were surprised when Garbers got picked, but I'm not mad at that, man. He's doing his thing. He came in, he airing it
Yeah.
out, he taking shots. I'm not mad at that.
Last week when people were like, "Hey, now that we don't have Garbers, how's Dormandy?" I was like, "It's not gonna. He ain't gonna miss a beat. Everyone already had him picked as number one." And then sure enough, my guy showing product of Bernie, Texas, why Texas produces such amazing quarterbacks. There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Stevenson for sure. John Trey Kirkland, Marquez Stevenson,
Oh.
Justin Smith. Like they and Cody Latimer. Yeah.
Oh, I
they
got
some
a
guys.
nice little video here from our view.
There is.
Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that poise in the
Marquez
pocket.
Stevenson. They go to
And
dance.
then he comes to dance. There we go. Just put some Grupo Frontera on there like they had in that video with Coach, and hey, he still be dancing.
Yeah, another takeaway. One more thing. This is the third one.
Uh-oh.
Now, so much controversy with behind his hit, man. And I say it was.
Are you talking about the quarterback?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Everybody was saying, "Oh, well, he was still running and all that." I'm like,
he was slowing down,
slowing down, going out of bounds. He had one foot out of bounds. Dude hit him in his chest. Like, come on.
So
bro.
yeah, Dormandy was running to the out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. The defender was out of bounds and came into him. Like
That's already not allowed.
Y'all gonna let Jay talk there? Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Jay.
So Jay's going to take a little bit different approach on that,
and that's cool.
Okay,
I respect it.
That's fine.
Because I've gone back and watched it, and I see what they're saying. If I were a UFL ref, I would have called it unnecessary roughness, 100%. But I understand why they didn't call it that, because it was a north-south tackle. The defender was going straight towards. Now, it should have been called, if nothing else, because both players essentially were out of bounds. And Dormandy did touch the out of bounds right before he was, he had made contact. But the defender was already in motion. But it was a clean north-south hit. It wasn't like he targeted him. He didn't turn to come hit him. He didn't come from out of bounds back inbounds to hit him. He made contact right as both players were out of bounds. It's one of those where it's kind of a gray area, but I see why they didn't call it, because they considered it a clean hit.
No, I was just saying I wouldn't argue the hit. It was definitely a clean hit. Shoulder, that was a clean hit. I just was arguing like how late it was. I think it was a little late, but that's just my opinion. That's where the controversy came from.
But again,
out of bounds. Yeah,
right,
what a dirty
the
hit,
contact was made.
Like that. It was an out of bounds.
Right,
it was an ugly hit.
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it was right after Dormandy, like a quarter of his foot went out of bounds. So it's one of those where you make the call on the field, you stick by it. And Blandino and what's his name?
Terrible, man.
They did not reverse that call. And I guess, because they were both doing double duty, right? They were covering both games. And so when one guy was available, he would take it. And when the other guy was available, he would take it. That's just kind of bad planning on the UFL's part, I think, right?
I agree.
They should have dedicated one guy to each game.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, that's the UFL to figure out, right? Just like the controversy with all these calls, the stuff that we're all seeing, and it's on both sides of the ball. It's not like it's just favoring the home team. There's bad calls being made or missed all across the board. That's up to the UFL to have to figure out, though, man. That's on them.
Yeah, no, and the thing,
although it was favoring Michigan because we were getting held on every damn play.
Man,
the thing here is what they keep falling back on, and this is something that I've seen consistently throughout the beginning of the season, is that the call has to be clear and obvious at the game speed, and which I understand to a certain degree, but then at that point I'm like, well, what's the point of reviewing then? If it's not clear, if it's clear and obvious, if it's not clear and obvious the game speed, but then it's clear and obvious and the slowed down review, then what's the point of the review? You know, like I don't understand, and that's just, as a fan, it's frustrating because you see this. Like, I've seen the teams across the board improve -1, and we all know who that is, but improve throughout the weeks. You know, the quality of play on the field has improved throughout the weeks, but the officiating has remained stagnant. And I've been saying this from the beginning. And I said, you know, I remember, when we got beat against St. Louis, I was accused of saying, well, you can't say that the refs won St. Louis a game. By no means, but they didn't have the best game officiating. And even now, when we win, I will still say they did not have the best game officiating, and that just continues to worry me that there's going to come up a point in someone's game, may not be us, and it may be a different team, where there's going to be a play and it's going to come down to an officiating call as to whether a team makes the playoffs or not.
Right. Oh, Jackie, you was going to say something, right?
Very true.
I agree.
Well,
I agree wholeheartedly, man.
There is one other takeaway that I think Brian and I need to discuss, and that was just how friendly the Michigan players actually were. I think that deserves a little bit of a topic of discussion.
Yeah, he wanted to come.
Y'all should have burnt the dude with the dreads that hit Dormady. Y'all should have burnt him up when he got to the sideline. I hope y'all did.
We said some things. I distinctly remember my first professional football game.
I hope he ain't watching.
And here,
I hope he is.
There's right here, Bobby brings up a good point. Bad refs happen even at the NFL level. Absolutely, they do, right? But there are consequences. There are consequences for that. And here, what I want is that I want these refs also to have their shot to get to the NFL, because that's what they also want. Some of them want to do that, but with the way that it's been, I wouldn't want them at the NFL level. You know, that's the thing. Like, that's just rough.
DJ got something to say.
Yeah, I agree with Bobby, but I think the part that makes it worse is because in the UFL, you have a challenge to challenge anything you want. You can't throw your challenge flag and you break it down, blind Dino, whatever y'all want to call it. I got to find a name for Mike, whoever, Mike, whatever y'all want to. We got to find a name for him. But anyway, it's
not so magic, Mike.
Yeah, not so magic.
Not so magic.
There's no way that coach is using this one challenge, and they can possibly lose a timeout in pivotal moments, and you throw the flag, and you have a challenge that gets totally terrified, like whatever you want to call it. Like I was so blown because I'm watching games, not even our games. I'm watching a game. I think it was the whatever game I think it was the Sunday game, and the dude pulled his arm, and he was like, oh, he didn't pull it hard enough because he still made the catch, but he pulled his arm long enough so that way he couldn't disrupt him from catching the ball. I'm like, if he pulled his arm before the ball got to his hand, that's a pass interference, and he couldn't play on the ball. Like, that's a pass interference. What are you talking about? That don't make no sense. So I was on Twitter. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm like, okay, I'm making sense.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah,
Mike, that
isn't
isn't for you, Mike.
not that Mike, but
you can still be XFL Mike.
I think when you like I said, when you take time out to throw a flag and challenge one of the plays that we know as fans, like we know that's a bad call, and when it don't go their way, man, it's terrible. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, when you got guys like Brian and I calling for penalties that the refs clearly should be seeing and are not calling, like that's not necessarily a good sign.
That's
And
why
some
I
of those
like
holds
DJ next to
were so
me.
blatantly obvious, it's ridiculous. What?
Again, we want these refs to do well because we want them to see them go to the next level if that's what they want as well. Like, we don't want it to just be about the players and the coaches. Like, this is for everybody, including the refs, and we want everyone to succeed. And right now, like, I'm sorry, but the officiating, like, it's a weakness.
It turns people away, man.
Even
honestly,
even more important, well, not necessarily even more importantly, but at a more local level, we want a fair and balanced game. We want penalties to be called that truly are penalties, right? Even if we're not necessarily worried about, these refs getting a shot in the NFL, we want the players to be held accountable for bad behavior if they're trying to sneak things in, because they're gonna take those bad habits with them into the NFL if they get a shot. And then they're going to be costing their teams valuable penalties that are going to ruin their careers, right? So break those bad habits now, call the things that need to be called, make sure that the players are being held accountable so they don't develop those bad habits and, potentially cost their NFL team an opportunity to get in the playoffs, right?
Especially
it's
bad habits like inviting fans out to the parking lot for a private autograph session. I mean, what is that?
Okay, this is going to sound like a real stupid question.
Was good.
Hey, it's my turn. And it's going to sound like a real stupid question. But, like, do the refs go, like, to training or something? Like, do they get...
Yes.
They're supposed to be college.
Is there, like,
refs,
a ref school?
I thought they're supposed to be college. I thought they're supposed to be college refs, right?
Well,
it's college refs.
But even then, like, to become a ref...
multiple levels.
Yeah,
so
like, to
I don't think it's no
ref,
NFL
like
refs repping in the
UFL. No. But
what I'm saying is the majority of the refs that's in the UFL, I believe they coach on a college level. That's what I'm saying.
But what I want to know is, like, do they go to school for this? Like, is there a training?
They're supposed to.
I don't know if there is for the UFL, but there is at the NFL level.
Well,
so what? Any old Joe Schmo can apply for to be a ref for the UFL? Level.
But you have to be. You have to show that you.
You got to be certified to be a ref. So it's some type of training you have to go through.
Like, yes, you have to have a special license.
Yeah,
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And training.
There's training right even at the high school level, because I've known several people who've gone through the high school training to become refs, and so there's training. There should be training at every single level, right? And as you get higher up, that's when you should be weeding out some of these refs that are like, man, how are you going to miss that pass interference call? How are you going to miss a holding call? I mean, these are things that are happening right in front of you. Like, you don't just watch the ball or just sit back and, get starstruck because you're watching a professional game. Like, you're there to do a job. You're getting paid for it. Call the game the way it's supposed to be called.
I mean, to piggyback your point, Jay, like, we could talk about the reffing. We could talk about how bad the reffing is, but you also got to remember
right there.
You also got to remember that Dean and Mike have to review those calls that are terrible, and they go with the call. And I'm like, bro, if you're not playing, and Jackie said it, like, I'm like, and remember I said some shit to the ref, and he looked back and nodded his head, like, because I'm like, bro, he's not playing the ball.
I remember that.
I'm like, bro, the dude is not playing the ball. How you not going to call a PI on that? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's obvious. So I was pissed at that, but anyway, but the reffing is
when a fan
reffing is trash.
Yeah, when a fan calls something out to a ref and a ref turns back and acknowledges that,
yes, come on, bro.
That's a problem.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue, right? So
just go down there and grab the flag and throw it for them, TJ, because you be calling these calls. I'm like, you need to be a ref, bro.
But I'm not. I mean, that's probably my coaching thing in it. But I'm not.
Probably.
Throw it when we see something.
I'm not being disrespectful. Like, I'm not bashing the ref. I'm not calling him out his name. I'm like, come on. I literally was talking to him like, come on, bro. You saw that. Come on. That was he wasn't playing the ball. That was a bad call.
Right.
Now he just nodded
Mike,
his head. He was like,
Mike, I get what you're saying, Mike, that these refs are new to the league, but they shouldn't be new to refereeing. It's not like they went down to
some of them
labor ready and picked up like 7 people, right? This is their job. This is their professional career. So, I mean, I'm going to cut them a little bit of slack, but not that much. Not when you're getting paid to do a job.
And speaking of being professional, one of the things that surprised me the most, and this isn't about the refs, this is about the Michigan defense. When I went back and watched the game, um, I understand now why Quentin Normandy had so much time. Is because the defense, and I'm watching this as the eyes of an offensive lineman.
I was about to ask you, yeah. How you thought about the offensive line too? You can answer
that. The Michigan defensive line made it so easy for them because they were telegraphing their stunts every single time. If you notice, so it's not uncommon for there to be what's called a Texas stunt, tackle and cross, right? And on the side that's closest to where I sit, when I was looking at it from the video, I was rewatching the game, and even the announcers called this out at one point. But the tackle and the end, whenever they were going to stunt and cross, which is basically a do a Texas,
they picked it up.
The defensive end would line up right on the ball, almost to the point where it looked a little bit offsides, but he wasn't. He was just right on the ball. But the tackle on the inside would line up like maybe a foot back from that, and you can tell. So you could very easily see if you're an offensive line and you see the nose tackle a little bit off and the defensive end up. That's the guard and tackle talking right there, saying, "Hey, they're about to cross. They're about to cross." And sure enough, they would cross and they'd get nothing out of it because the offensive line already knew it was coming because they telegraphed. It's like a boxer telegraphing his punches. Like they telegraphed their stunts on the defensive line, and I'm like, that, like they got to work on that. Like they got to work on that.
Shout out to the offensive line though. They were sure watching tape. They watching tape and they saw that.
Like the offensive line did a great job of handling them, and Michigan defensive line, like y'all need to do a better job at disguising your stunts, because if you could see that from watching the game, and you know someone with some offensive line training can see, oh, they're about to do a Texas. Ooh, like come on now, like they telegraphed it all game long, and I was like, these guys. And the thing is that when you flip the script and look at our defensive line, everyone was lined up, set like directly on the line. So when there was a stunt, you didn't know. But honestly, they were beating guys off the ball. Like it was just it was a one-sided fight for the Brahmas on both sides of the line. Like
so AP asked me before. I mean, you know AP, right? The guy that sits beside y'all. So
yeah.
AP asked me, and we exchanged numbers and stuff. He asked me before the game. He was like, "How is Michigan?" I was like, "Bro, EJ Perry is trash. All he gonna do is run." So guess what? AP texted me during the game, and he was like, "Bro, you was right. All he doing is run." So that's all he can go to.
I do hope that he's okay though, because it did look like what they were saying. You know, it looked like he shot the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know
that's what you get when you run.
Hamstring. Yeah, I mean you risk it, right?
Yeah, you risk it.
But the way that he grabbed his leg, I hope he's okay. You know, I hope he don't miss too much time or any time.
When he started grabbing, I was like, oh yeah, he probably hurt.
But he didn't. I mean, he didn't go back in. They had their backup QB, and you
Danny
saw
he was limping around on the sidelines.
And he didn't, you know, Danny Etling couldn't get much. I mean, yeah, he got the one touchdown pass, but it was junk time at that point.
Our secondary balled out though. They played a good game. Other than that blown play when the dude caught a number 9 caught a touchdown wide open. Other than that blown play, our defense, secondary is strapped, man. And they had nothing to do.
It was finally not a bend but don't break defense. Like at no point did Michigan ever have control of the game, or did make you think, oh man, they're still in this. Like they weren't.
But Mike, he can't throw. That's why he don't have no choice to do. He ain't got nothing to do but run. He can't throw.
Do you think us being as loud as we were also?
Oh, definitely had a
because they're not used to that.
Well, yes, that's one thing. This is their first away game, but they're used to playing in front of crowds of 6,000-7,000 people, right? I don't think they're used to playing around a crowd.
This was their first away game?
Yeah.
Really?
And I don't think they were used to having a crowd. Granted, and this point kind of double the size of their crowd, but the noise, especially at one end of the field.
You was right. That was
like,
upper hand for us. Shoot, that was upper hand for us.
Like they didn't. I don't think they knew they could handle that because Ford Field doesn't get that loud, you know. But it's
that was their first away game.
It's a common theme where people say there's one half of the Alamo Dome that gets incredibly loud.
108, baby.
Yeah.
108.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm going to counter that with 134, but
y'all got the noise talking.
So Jay close to the away team bench. So no, and
You're right behind them.
Y'all always kept saying in the chat. I heard y'all saying like all I can see is Jay back. No, I didn't see Jay leaning over the pole yelling at somebody. So I caught him that time. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that, Jay. You was yelling at somebody. I don't know who it was, but you was yelling.
I was yelling at everybody.
All I kept seeing was everybody. Number 13. I'm like, he got his back to us again. Look at him over there.
The half of the Alamo
but hang on.
All right, go.
I want to take a shot because we're talking about volume, right? Did you guys hear the clip from the Memphis player when they played St. Louis?
Yes. I saw that.
What do you say?
The high school one where he said the high school.
High school.
Oh, yeah. I seen that.
He 100% he said it at a normal volume level. My high school was louder than this. You could hear him clearly.
I heard that was pre-game though. That they weren't even. It was not even a game time that was happening.
I'm gonna call nonsense on that.
It looked like it was during the game, if you ask me. But
I will give St. Louis credit. They did have one time when they called a false start. They caused it. The crowd did. So I will give them that. But this wasn't. The thing is that I don't know if it's the way the Alamo Dome is built, plus just the rowdiness of our fans. I personally had a lot of people that this was their very first Brahmas game. And a lot of them were just in shock of, one, how loud it got in there. Two, the rowdiness of the fans and just the vibe and environment. They were just saying, like, this is unlike anything that I've ever experienced, both at the college and the NFL. And the NFL level. Like, it's a different vibe here in San Antonio, and like it sucked people in. Like it made people like I personally brought 8 people to the game that had never been to a game before, and all of them up. They're like, I freaking love this place. Yeah. I love the Brahmas. Like I love the fam. I love everything here, and they want to come back to more.
Yeah, the organization I was with, the football organization I was with, that was the first time they've been to the game too this season, and they was like, man, they said it felt like a soccer stadium in here. That's what they said. So soccer stadiums get loud too. So
yeah, and the thing is,
man, they said they do. Too.
If we can make it as loud as like a Latin American or a European soccer stadium, it's game over. Because those crowds are wild. There is something else.
Mm-hmm. Man.
That just goes to show you. Put a whole bunch of Mexicans in a dome.
About the game,
get loud.
Really?
Is else concerned that we only scored 3 points after halftime?
Yeah, we got stagnant in the second half.
Yep.
Actually, we started slowing down in the second quarter, honestly.
Yeah.
It was, and the thing is that I think it was a matter of they took their foot off the gas because they felt they had it under control. Thankfully, they did, but against a better team, against a Birmingham, for example, that's not going to be good enough. Yeah. You cannot do that.
They got their flaws too. Birmingham got their flaws too. They turn over the ball, so we just got to. A lot of teams haven't been capitalizing when Birmingham turned the ball over. We just got to capitalize on those. So I can't wait.
Like I was all in that first half, man, and just that second half, it looked like we couldn't move. Like we just, like you said, we got stagnant and
punted a lot.
Man, I hate seeing that because I don't want that carryover coming into other games.
We could have easily had 30 points that game.
We've been on the other side. We know what happens when you don't put your foot on the throat of the opponent.
I know
you got to keep it down. Luckily this time it didn't bite us in the ass, but
This feeling is new for all of us, though.
Oh yeah,
Being
for
in
sure.
this seat.
It feels good.
It does.
Good.
And hats off to the fans for being quiet on offense this game.
I saw Jackie with her quiet on offense.
Oh, did you see my drink?
Section, yeah, it was a section towards the right of you, and it was like kids or somebody over there yelling and stuff.
And
And
it's
you
like,
turned
yo.
around with the sign and was like, and they was like, "Patty, no mind." I was like, bro,
Like
we had a few kind of behind us that where we had to kind of get them to quiet down, but
yeah,
for the most part they were good.
this is it is definitely new for Vikings fans. They don't know what it's like to be on a winning team. So yes, Marlon, you're right.
Wow.
shots.
That's a Jason joke right there.
What about the what is it? Three away game stretch we got coming up?
It's gonna be home games for us. To be honest, let's be real.
You mean our mini vacation?
We got Arlington, we got DC, then we got Houston.
Two of them are going to be home games. One of them might be a road game.
The one that I will give DC.
Which one you think gonna be a road game? DC.
DC.
It's gonna be a road game. But the thing is that look, I have been reached out to by multiple DC fans that are looking forward to having Brahmas there, right? Myself being one of them. So it's gonna be. Yes, it's gonna be a party in the stands, and we're invited to the party. As far as I've been told, as far as I've been made aware, right?
I mean,
yes,
it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, they want to win. Yep. Absolutely, I get it, right? But they're like, I don't feel like we're going into enemy territory. We're going into UFL territory, and it's the united part of it. We're gonna see it on display in DC when we show up.
Yes,
and it's gonna be just a good time. Like it's gonna be a good time. But as far as Arlington, we did it last year. We're gonna do it again. We're going to out loud their crowd. We're going to silence them and be louder than them.
Oh, yeah.
We did it to Memphis with 8 people. We're gonna do it again in Houston. I'm sorry, Houston. We know we love you guys, but you guys ain't the loudest, and you're definitely not rowdy. So it's be ready. Can't say we didn't warn you. You want to rock the rig? We're gonna tip the rig over. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Let me say this too, though, really quick. Arlington has already been. For those of you that think that group tickets are still available, I've already closed that out. But if you end up deciding to go, the section we are in section 47. It's the shaded area. So if you decide last minute that you're going to go up, that's where the group will be sitting, is in section 47 in row 4 and 5. So you're going to find a good group of us there.
Yes.
Yes, they are not. They are. Yes. Well, I know how DC is because I'm from there, and they are not kind to. You're not going to get the stuff that you get in San Antonio and DC. It's not the same. Honestly, it's not the same. Because I know both, so it's not the same. They don't have a lot to they don't have a big lot that we have to tailgate. They don't have
tailgating.
They have bars and people get drunk and all that. Come to the game, type stuff. But all they care about is their beer snake. So that's why Jorge said that he's going to be in the beer snake section. So I told him be careful because they get rowdy. They really, really do get rowdy. Your yellow suit probably going to be yellow or something. I mean, not yellow,
and that's
whatever color soaking wet, because they're gonna throw beer on it and all that.
And that's fine.
Gonna be ready.
That's fine, and that's what I just look. The Houston fans, specifically Rick Rocker, and have already warned us about their experience in DC. I get it. I don't know what sort of relationship they have with the DC fans. I can just only speak to my personal experience, and I have been reached out to by multiple DC fans saying that they are excited.
What's multiple? How many is multiple?
I've had at least one so far.
The beer snake section is not multiple. It's a lot of people. So
is that not multiple? Is a lot not multiple?
It's a lot of multiples. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I get that.
When you say multiple DC Defender fans reach out to you, I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5.
I can't count.
But there are 60, 70 seats in that. Probably more than that in the little section. The beer.
I don't keep track of how many people. I get contacted by a lot of people every day.
All I'm saying is I know how DC get. and just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
No,
And
and
I
that's
got
fine.
They
you.
better be careful.
Hey, have fun,
Hey.
enjoy yourself. Just be careful, dude. That's all I'm saying.
They better be careful.
And all I'm saying is,
Okay.
si saben cómo me pongo, por qué me invitan, right? And so they invited me since last year, and they already know. If you already know how I get, why are you gonna invite me? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I mean,
DJ,
hey, it's a lot.
DJ,
It's a lot of negative stuff happen when people get invited places and they get jumped and they don't know what the hell going on. That's all I'm
DJ,
saying.
I promise
You would think they
you,
all friendly.
we will be
gonna
fine.
Get invited, and then
Hey.
they go and then they jump you. So
I guarantee you, it is.
That's
not,
why I'm staying with Brahma Babe. I'm not dealing with all
It
that.
is not worse than what I experienced going to Brazil.
Thank you, Brahma Babe.
As
That's
a
all I'm trying to
Mexican
give. Just
fan,
give me a little advice. That's all.
playing
Be
Mexico versus Brazil, and being a Mexican fan in Brazil against Brazil.
Hey, listen, when you get drunk, anything can happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And that whole section drinks fast
there's
and
a
squeeze in
reason.
the little big tall cups. What y'all call them, tall boys?
Yeah,
Big old joints.
there's a reason they banned Brazil from football stadiums down there, or they banned beer from football stadiums in Brazil because of that kind of behavior. So
Hey,
trust me, whatever it is,
See,
I've
look,
already seen it.
he knows something.
Speaking
Look,
of
there you
beer,
go. He knows something, and I'm trying to. Hey, look, I'm trying to give Jorge the tea, man, but he ain't trying to listen.
No, I know,
Okay.
I get you.
No, did he?
I get you.
No, did he?
but speaking of beer,
Jorge, all that.
Jorge, why don't we
Yes.
talk about how much delicious golden Brahma's beer we went through this last weekend?
Okay, so I want y'all to know I bought.
Oh, I didn't even
much-
get mine from you, bro. I gotta get
No,
mine from
I
you.
still got a few. That's what I can say. I
That's
got a few. So I bought pretty much the equivalent of a keg's worth of beer, 126. This was not donated by Alamo Beer. This was purchased because I want them to have their money. We wanted to get their, our event as well. So we need to get what we wanted. 126. Right now, I have 48 left. So we drank we were able to give out.
Are you serious,
so many.
bro?
Yes, I was able.
Yeah.
We were able to give out so many of those, and everybody enjoyed it. And on top of that, by BD, he said that Parker almost said that's the first time he got to taste and enjoy it. So I'm glad that we were able to do that for him.
As long as Parker Romo says it, we're happy.
Yep.
Hey, Jackie is
Hey,
funny.
side note, BD and I found the only two Michigan fans in the parking lot and gave them Brahma beer, and they enjoyed it.
They look lost, actually, to be honest.
That was Vanessa Dawson's sister and I believe her brother-in-law.
Yeah, they look lost.
Okay.
He's from Michigan.
Well, he was lost too. He don't know what he was getting.
And then the funny thing is, like, I told him, I was like, "What part of Michigan you from, man?" And he was like, "From Detroit." And I was like, "Okay." And I told him like cities that I used to work in around, but like little cities that unless you're from Detroit, like Novi, Farmington Hills, like that kind of stuff. He's like, "Are you from up there?" And I'm like, "Nah, I used to work up there, but I know well. I'm very well aware, Royal Oak, all that area. Like I know the Detroit area." And he was like, "Holy crap! There's someone who actually knows like Detroit up here." Like I was like, "Yeah, man, I got you. Like we united in this. I'm telling you." Michael Strahan brand.
It's
God.
it's the power of the Brahma's beer, baby.
You cannot say no to a Brahma beer.
Okay, let's move on.
Now
Let's talk
we got to
about
figure
next
out how to
week.
get them. We got to figure out how to get them to DC, man.
DC got their Brahma beer last year. If they didn't come to the championship game, they missed out.
So let's talk about next week and this tailgating. Because I know
there ain't gonna be no tailgate.
Weekend.
It's gonna be let's go to a bar and figure out which one it is.
No. Next week is Arlington, fool.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm already overlooking them. My bad.
You're already 2 weeks ahead, Gagacho.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you,
listen,
now.
Listen, Linda.
Didn't we talk about this earlier? They ain't got nothing to play for right now. They 0-4.
They're gonna come out hard.
Let's keep the vibes positive. Let's say we hope our guys come out. It's a regular game. The record is 0-0.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
win
lie.
this game. That's all I'm saying.
It does make me a little nervous. Like I had really hoped that they would. As much as we don't, as much as that we don't like them, or Jorge doesn't like them. Like I was
Well,
hoping that they would at least get at least one win.
They probably seen something Jorge did and they mad.
Oh heck yeah,
Good.
heck
Good.
But
you know what they're gonna see? Look, I was watching highlights for the Arlington Renegades this week. I saw sacks, I saw blown coverages, I saw interceptions, I saw, running backs running backwards.
I'm just saying I'm gonna have my glasses prepared just in case. I'm gonna say because they're 0-4, they're looking for something.
And they're looking for 0-5. They're gonna be looking 0-5
I mean,
right now.
That's what I hope. Touchdown Jesus is gonna help us get them 0-5.
This all I'm saying, Bobby. He's right there. That's all I'm saying. They gonna probably show up to the game early and everything.
I hope they come and look me straight in the eye and be like, "What's up?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, look at the scoreboard. Y'all still got 0 on there."
They're all gonna come out with stupid cigars and do that stupid laugh that you do in your face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, y'all. So yeah, if you decide last minute that you're gonna go to the game, hit up James. He is the one that got us our group tickets, and he knows where to put you. So hit up James for that. Also, Banditos are going to be gracious, and if you're going up there, we're going to be tailgating with the Banditos and La E.
Unless you're wearing a mariachi traje, then you won't be welcome there.
You're not stuck, baby.
You are not.
I'm going to mute him.
Yes, do that.
So yes, La E, Banditos, they're going to be hooking it up. So that's where we're going to be. And if you have not got your parking yet, do so immediately because the Rangers game is going on at 3:00 and parking is insane right now. Insane.
Pro tip. Thank you to BD who found this tip. I got this. I bet, I was able to do this. He was able to do this. If you're going to the game and you need to buy parking, buy it through Major League Baseball and the Rangers and Lot M, and it will cost you $20 plus fees. It comes up to like $27.
Yep.
If you buy it, otherwise you're gonna be paying
what Jackie paid.
You're gonna be paying $150.
Are you serious?
No, it was not no $150. It was like $120. It cost more than the 3 tickets that I bought.
It was $125. It was $125.
Wait, how much?
It was $124 something. $124.
To go see
no. Hold up. Pause.
They're price gouging.
Pause. How much does it cost to park in one spot?
$124.
No, it is
in
not.
The surround.
She's not kidding.
Yes,
I'm not lying
is.
to you. It's because they have so many games going on. There's
Dallas,
so many
bro. Dallas.
It's because it's they have an Arlington Rangers game. A Rangers game is playing, so
Bro,
that's the reason
insane.
why they share
insane.
all that parking lot. Yeah, it is. The cheapest was on the but lot M is it's right far. Here. It's a walk.
You know what? That's fine. I walked 6
miles
for the Fiesta Parade wearing my traje and boots. I don't mind walking from lot M to E.
Hold up.
I gotta do that.
Was it really $6 though?
Yeah, I will hitchhike.
Yeah,
round trip. Yeah. It was. Yeah, round trip. It was.
Hold up. Pause. Because I'm just trying to understand this. Hold on. First of all, your team is 0-4.
It's not their team though. It's the Rangers game is at 3:00.
Let me
They're
work.
parking for Rangers.
Let me work. First of all, your team is 0-4.
Let DJ cook.
Second of all, the attendance is terrible, and I can see why the attendance is terrible, bro. Nobody's about to park for $120 for one spot. That's insane.
No,
I'm already mad that the parking here went up $10, but come on, bro. $120 for one. I thought you were saying
30,
like.
But I'm seeing some of these other prices.
But look though, I thought she was saying she spent $120 for 2 or 3 spaces to tailgate.
I'm not tailgating for one parking,
for one spot,
but I'm also literally the stadium.
Marco, y'all got something explaining to do, bro.
It's not the UFL. They're not the winning team. It's the
city.
Arlington. It's because you have the Rangers who they just championships just recently. They have a game that's at 3:00. So all those lots are. All those lots. He said, "I told you, be quiet." All those lots are taken up, but are they price gouging? Hell yeah! $30 service fee. $30 service. The parking spot was $88. Then a $30 service fee, and then taxes.
Where is this? Is this outside of Cockjaw?
Choctaw.
Cockjaw.
No, you said it right the first time.
Cockjaw.
It's
this
okay. So
outside
there's
of
this.
Cock-
Yeah. So I'm closer, but I'm also not. I did the walk to M. I melt. I'm not gonna do that walk from M to the stadium again, and then late at night. Like, no,
I
thank
will
you.
show leg and hitchhike.
You
for
can.
$100.
You can. I'm glad that you could do that, but not me. I'm gonna be walking right across the street, caddy corner, and
Lockjaw.
DD, make sure you send me that link, bro.
Lockjaw, Cockjaw. They got so many daggone names. Hey, that's
Oh my
that's
God.
terrible.
We only have one for it.
I think
Our
James
only
said
one-
it
Thankfully, I've
earlier.
got my headset on.
James said it earlier in the
the-
chat that it's a baseball stadium or something like that.
The Rangers
they use it
win-
for baseball.
The Rangers win the World Series, and then suddenly they think people are going to be paying $150 for.
Well, they will because I did. I mean,
Yeah, you're not helping the cause.
You know what? If that means I don't gotta walk and I'm right across the street from the stadium and I'm right next to my homies and banditos,
Is that far from the Cowboy
I
Stadium?
will walk. It's on the other side of the parking lot.
it's
not
not that
too
far
far.
away. They're
Can
all
you-
like
can you
bunched
walk?
up.
Can you walk from
Basically,
there? I don't think
the
they're.
Ranger Stadium is right across the street from Cowboys, and then right over here is Choctaw. So they're like right next to each other.
Can you park
They
at
all
the
share those
Cowboys
lots.
parking lot?
Hell no, no.
No,
That
because
would
Jerry,
be a walk.
Jerry Jones would tow your car.
What, you guys? Look at you. They're all calling me. Look, I already bought it. There's nothing I can do about it. I already bought it. God.
And they were very
Anyways.
clear, no refund.
Hey, they too rich for my blood, man. That's crazy.
I work 2 jobs, okay? My
Yeah, of
second
course,
job
no
is so I can
refunds,
do
man.
this
Once you
stuff.
realize you're getting
That's-
screwed, they don't want you to be like, "Oh, I don't want that."
Yep.
Oh, too damn bad.
I got a checking account and a savings account, and where my checking account is set up.
It's like, you want to park with us? Hey, how much equity you got in your house?
My
They
blood,
need
my
a credit
firstborn.
report. They need 3 references.
Wait, Jorge, you paid 122?
No, I paid
No.
$20.
They doing the walk from
$20.
M.
I'm hoping it.
Wait,
man.
did they hold out on you, Jackie? They ain't tell you?
No. He found it though right after I
Oh,
literally
after.
had just
You
bought
can't get a
it.
refund?
Like, no, I bought it
No.
like not even like a minute before.
man.
But even then, I was not gonna pay. I was not gonna
What's
do the
that?
walk to M.
Tú estás loca.
Yes.
I was
Hey,
not-
Oh, you
Look.
finally learning some Spanish, brother. Come on, yes.
There is other reasons beside that because my sister's gonna be bringing her cameras. I don't want her to have to walk back and take any of that shit back to the car.
I would have carried it
Look.
for y'all. Look,
Anyways,
Anyway,
let's
look.
talk about let's
Look.
talk about
I-
away
look.
watch. Where can we watch the away games for the people that are staying behind?
So we can. There's multiple places, but before we do that, I just want to say we got DJ speaking Spanish, right? And we got Coach dancing the Grupo Frontera. I'm just saying the culture is seeping in. The power of the sombrero is seeping in. I love to see it. But there are multiple places.
Hey, Jay got something to say.
No, I don't necessarily disagree with the power of the sombrero, but we also don't want to dilute the power of the sombrero by everybody wearing it.
No.
Vis-a-vis. Well, hang on. Vis-a-vis BD and I spending money on sombreros and not wearing them to the first game because you never introduce something new to jinx the game. And then BD didn't even bring his last game. So
you say y'all not gonna wear it?
We're keeping the power of the sombrero pure, man. We're not going to dilute the power.
Just in the lot.
Yeah, just in the lot, maybe.
Wear it at the tailgate. It's fine. It's all good. But
I don't know. We lost on the one time I wore it to the tailgate, so it made me stay up here. For the rest of the season.
That's
true.
fine. But anyway,
and mine doesn't really fit my big head. So
where can you all watch the game if y'all want to watch it together? Now there are the Brahma Bar Crew partners, which is Twin Peaks. I don't know that they will be doing anything in particular, but we do also want to give a shout out to the group that was there at the tailgate with us this past weekend, Fiasco Sports Bar. They have, I believe they told me they have multiple 75-inch screens and projectors. where they will be showing the game and would love to have Brahmas fans out there. So Fiasco Sports Bar,
bombshells.
that they are going to be hosting Brahmas fans there. If you're watching from St. George, Utah, I know you Utah fans out there, go to Wing Nuts in St. George. They're going to be showing the Brahmas game. Our Brahma fans from Utah, we have a group. Wing Nuts.
He said wings nuts.
Where have you been, DJ?
No Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Anyways, so we have Fiasco.
I'm glad I wasn't in the chat for that one.
And if you're in the Austin area in Kyle at Centerfield Sports Bar and Grill, they will show the Brahmas games.
That's what I was looking for.
And so they are all over the. There's gonna be a lot of coverage. I will tell you right now, as I have seen throughout the city, the Brahmas are the hot ticket in town right now. Now, I also understand that we are going to be competing with the Fiesta Flambeau Parade, which is locally is a tough thing to compete with. But if you don't want to deal with the crowds and you want to watch football instead, then come on over to Fiasco Sports Bar. Go over to Twin Peaks. Go if you're in Austin, this isn't even y'all's celebration. So go over to Centerfield, and they will they'll take care of you. And just ask them, hey, I want to watch the UFL game. And when they try to put on the other game, be like, no, not that one. I want to watch the good one, and then put on the Brahmas game.
Or just go to Arlington with us.
As well. I'd like to make a suggestion as well. Go to your favorite sports bar, your favorite bar that has a TV, and ask them to put the Brahmas game
on. Yeah,
because we want new fans to enjoy this team as well. So
that includes Ojos Locos. If that's your thing,
I was just about to ask. Are they showing that?
People to this league.
Ojos Locos, if that's your thing, you like the type of person that goes there, go right ahead.
I've never been.
We are not responsible.
It's not worth it.
We're not responsible for any fights that happen.
No.
But yes, there's going to be multiple places throughout San Antonio that are showing it. If you're not in San Antonio, we recommend you go out and tell your favorite sports bar, hey, can you please put it on a UFL game? And they're going to ask, what's the UFL? Oh, it's the football league that The Rock started, or whatever you want to call it. They're like, the Brahmas are playing. It's going to be on Fox. Put it on Fox. Let's help Arlington out with the ratings, because let's be real, their ratings have been in the dumpster, and goodness. They need someone like us to come pick it back up. So let's go show them. Let's show them some love. And remember, at the end of the day, we all one league.
I know. Stay away from Ocho Locos. That's what they're saying. Ojo Locos. How you say it? Ojos Locos. Okay.
There, my guy Jeremy. There you go.
I would.
What you mean your guy? That's my friend.
That was my comment.
He belongs to all of us now. He belongs to all of us now. Jeremy, you want to?
He belongs to the league.
Okay. So we do have some. We do have some announcements, and as much as you've been pooing on this team, our guys Banditos are doing a food drive. So if you're going up to the game, or you're in Arlington, Fort Worth area, you're going to the game, please help our guys out here. They're bring non-perishable and canned goods to the tailgate in Lot E with them. So they're going to start our first game while we're up there, May 11th and May 25th. They'll be collecting the donations till the end of the season. You can also bring gently used and new clothes and school supplies as well. So if you're going up to the game, please grab a few cans, whatever you can, or even some of those clothes. That way we can help out our friends in Arlington.
I will say this. The only nice thing I will ever say about the Arlington Renegades is that the Banditos are their fans.
Oh my God. Los Banditos are our boys, so yes. If you're in the area.
I know many of them hate me, but I love you guys.
I cannot with you. And the last little tidbit, because we're doing all this traveling, I have a special segment that will be airing just little segments. There's not going to be something big, but you're going to get a little episode of Brahma Babe and the 2-0 doing our traveling. So
that should be fun.
Yes, look out for that. We ain't got a name for it yet. Well, not yet, but they're just going to be tiny little segments of our travels together. Two women super fans. So look out for that.
And all the shenanigans that they're going to get up to.
There you go.
Going to be great.
Period.
There you go.
I need to address this right here. Hey, even if I do, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. All right? Like, it's going to keep going. The fact of the matter that I have to celebrate my birthday while we're playing against the Arlington Renegades does not make me happy. That's the second year in a row that I have to do an Arlington Renegades game on my birthday. I'm not happy about that.
What's that?
Sorry, I was yawning. I was yawning a bit.
You're welcome, Marco. Yep. So what else you guys got besides we about to take another dub? We're gonna go back to our house that we already stole.
That's forward, baby. Keep going.
Y'all just be ready for what's coming.
I think that's what we got.
Wise this week. I have been foaming at the mouth for this for a whole year. And I
thought that was just Romo showing up to the tailgate. Had to get one while you were in here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm just saying, you're welcome.
All right, guys.
I think we should shut it down on that note.
Going forward, baby. Keep it going.
Yep. Hey, we'll see you all this weekend at Cocktail Stadium.
Let's go.
Let's go.